Hey, it's Barb and Nick, and I'm happy to be here with you right now. And I just got back a couple days ago from a weekend in San Antonio at Warwick and Robin Schiller's Journey on Podcast Summit. I had some really wonderful experiences. First of all, it was great for me to be around such thought leaders and such a positive environment. And one of my experiences was how much I learned. I mean, I don't really get those opportunities to be immersed in knowledge and around people. And what I found was that all of us were coming at a lot of the same information, but just from different angles. So I'm going to give you one example in this video today. So how we here in my work, I talk about when you come out to the barn that you set an intention for your ride. And then you get really grounded and you get into a calm focus. It's not just a calm like sitting on the couch veggie state. It's like a calm, focused, engaged, so that you can be clear about what you want to do and you can be clear to perceive your horse. Well, one of the things I learned is that you can do that same thing, but come at it more from a physical viewpoint and really read what's going on in your body. And a number of the speakers talked about this. They talked about the nervous system, excuse me, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is that fight or flight, that, and the parasympathetic, which is, has more of the calmness, the more, grounded, sense of interaction and not just reaction. So in the setting the intention part, those who come from the body side of things really they stop and pay attention what's going on in their body. So for example, they feel if they have tension, not just when they're getting grounded, but as they're riding, they really are constantly connecting to their body, and they're monitoring for tension or pain, and they're breathing into that. And they also do the same thing for their horse. So what happens is that you become conditioned to knowing what it feels like in your body when you're in that fight or flight or that anxiety, because everything draws to the middle. Everything, kind of gets tight, and it doesn't shut down completely, but it just withdraws. Whereas when you're in a more open state, you have the ability to perceive, to take things in. And of course, that has this corresponding emotions, which is the way that I've always come at it. But it was just interesting to add that piece of the body and conditioning our body to know also not just what it feels like when we're in this flight kind of mode, but also to know what vitality and movement, that we're creatures of movement. And it's the same thing with our horses. When we get grounded and we get connected to, being loose and what that feels like, open, chin up, shoulders open, and Nick is in a great state. He's chilled, he's relaxed. his head level relaxed. But in a moment, if he rose up like this, he would be in the flight state. So ever since then, I've been walking around, sitting down all day long, feeling my body. And it's amazing how much tension we hold in our bodies. And it's also interesting that when we start, one of the ways that we can start to just open up and have more interaction in general is just all the time to release that tension and just experience what vitality and openness and awareness feels like, because that's a feeling in our body too. So that might be a little abstract, and I'm still learning, and I'm gonna dig into this because it's really fascinating to me, and it's one more tool that we can use in our toolbox. Here we've always talked about using your body and acting skills in order to access that state of openness. But this is also just an awareness of our bodies in the intention phase, and really, throughout the day to consciously, relax and breathe and release tension. So that's a little part of the story, but I'm really excited to dig into it. And don't you just love learning? I just love learning. So have a great week. Let me know what you think. Maybe you can add a little bit to what I just said. And again, we'll be digging into this more. Leave a comment.